This is what I do when I'm out in public and I have to breastfeed is I go to the car to breastfeed because for me personally I am not comfortable breastfeeding in front of what I call an audience, just because let's face it, breasts have been sexualized so much and everything like that. It makes me really uncomfortable, especially with people staring or making snide comments and stuff like that. I am a big believer with breastfeeding and everything, and yeah, I have the door cracked. Arizona is really hot, so we can't really keep the door closed or anything. So I'm out here feeding her a little bit and everything, and then we're gonna go back inside. But this is what I do. Because of just the comments and the negativity and everything like that that's swarming around, this is what I'm comfortable with. Should it be this way? No. I used to be a lot more comfortable with breastfeeding in public, if I had a blanket or anything like that to go out in public with. But nowadays, it just doesn't work. A lot of people just have made a big deal about it and everything, that it's so much of a big problem to people. It's not cool. And I feel like when other people used to breastfeed back way when or whenever, that it was probably a little bit more acceptable as long as it was breastfeeding and not just flashing breast or anything like that. And that's what I'm meaning is breasts have been so sexualized. You have on Jerry Springer where they flash their breast for beads and everything, so they blur it out, they blooper it and everything. And you have people who flash people in Vegas and everything. Women feel like it's one of their assets, so women are going in and having their breast enlarged and everything like that. And I don't think that women should feel that way. I feel like we should be empowered for the fact that we are able to not only give life, but also able to feed that life and take care of that life with the milk that we do produce. Because let's face it, milk is very, very natural. It's nourishing. It gives the baby everything that they need without having to substitute it with formula or anything like that, which is man-made. Our bodies do it for a reason. You know, our bodies produce it. If it wasn't meant to be or wasn't meant for us to breastfeed our children, our bodies wouldn't produce it at all. That's not to say that everybody does it. There's some women out there who are not able to breastfeed and they really wanted to or anything, and it could be something as so complicated as inverted nipples, or they're not producing enough, or their breast milk dries up really fast and everything. I will go over some tips and tricks on how to produce more milk and what I use and the vitamin that I take every now and again when I feel like my milk isn't doing what it should be doing. I do go on Pinterest. I do look up little tips on that, this year recently, just because I was curious as to what other moms were doing and everything. But with my first, I would, anytime that she was asleep and it was a time that she should have been breastfeeding, because I did switch from the every 2 to 3 hours to demand feed. I do enjoy demand feeding. I feel like it's a little bit easier. Versus the every 2 to 3 hours, which exhausted me. It exhausted my baby. It was so much work to try and do, and we did it for 2 weeks. She would scream and cry. I would get frustrated, and I was a teen mom, so I've got to face that fact too. I was a teen mom. I was 18 when I gave birth to my daughter. I got pregnant in high school. Her father was 21. So that is a fact as well, as I was very young when I got pregnant. So but after that, I went to demand feeding, and it made things so much simpler. I didn't have to do things where I would have to wake her up or sit there and get frustrated if she wasn't waking up. There was one time, because she was so exhausted from doing that, she slept for 16 hours straight for me. She was that tired. I know, baby. It was hot out here. I know. Let me go inside. So that's how it was for me. So I just wanted to put that out there, that, we shouldn't be ashamed for breastfeeding or made to feel bad. And especially when doctors are saying that we should be breastfeeding, we should be doing this. Well, then people back us up. Give us the support that we need. Don't freaking bag on us and tell us that we're wrong or anything like that either. So that's my input. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.